one, touring. After being on the road for 2 years straight, my band and I, we wanted to go into the studio and try to keep that feeling alive, you know, that magic that you can only get from live music. So right away we went up into the studio and we set up a couple drums and 20 different guitars and every percussion instrument you could think of, and the piano and the organs and the Rhodes, and it was like kids in a candy store. Number two, Something Else. Something Else is the title of my new album, and it's really about last year when I started working on the album. I realized that everybody was saying the same things and kind of going through the same things with the recession and gas prices and the war. And even I was talking about the same old stuff all the time, and I felt like I needed a fresh start, a new beginning. And I felt like it was time for something else. So number three, Paris. My mentor, Andre Harrell, had told me that Marvin Gaye recorded a whole album in Paris once, and me being born and raised in Los Angeles and having recorded all my music there, I felt like it was time for a change, an environmental change. And so I spent a lot of time in New York City, and I recorded a lot of the records in the new album in New York. And then I went to Paris and I recorded a couple songs right when I got back from Paris, and one of them is called The Sweetest Love, because as New York is the center of information, Paris is the center of romance. So somewhere in between, that's what this album's all about. Number four would be the horns. The sound of the 70s, which was about, you know, Rose and the Concrete turning struggle into hope, you know, Curtis Mayfield, Al Green, and Marvin Gaye, was about seeing love in the forgotten places of the world, and I think that that's why that music always rang so true to me. It's just because it's about turning your struggle into hope. And in that era, the horns were used all over the place. So I tried to find out, well, who are the guys playing on some of these Michael Jackson records from the 70s? And we found some of these cats, and they're 65 years old, you know, playing the horns. They look like they're about to faint afterwards. But we were blessed enough to have their great talent on the album. Number five would be Dream World. Dream World is an important song in the new album. In the lineage of John Lennon's Imagine, it's about you know, making the most of the world that you're living in, and it's also about a world that I would like to live in, where there's no racism and there's no poverty, and where I can drink my wine whenever I want to. And that's my dream world. So those are five things from my new album called Something Else. I hope you like it. Thank you.